And welcome to the Youth and Family Services Great Oaks Village Holiday Kickoff. On behalf of Youth and Family Services, I want to thank you for your attendance. I want to thank you for your dedication and your support to Youth and Family Services. This would not be possible without you. Our holiday kickoff is always such a big success because of our Orange County partners. I'm proud to say that Orange County provides support to our kids year after year. I would like to acknowledge some of our Community Family Services board members that are in attendance today, Ms. Sarah Robinson, Mr. Warren Kenner, and Ms. Leslie Odom. Thank you for your dedication and your support to Youth and Family Services. It's my pleasure to introduce Mayor Demings.
Thank you, Dr. Salem. It is my pleasure to join you for the Great Oaks Village annual holiday kickoff. I look forward to this each year. I also want to acknowledge several of our commissioners who have also joined us, Commissioners Gomez Cordero, Commissioner Emily Bonilla, and Commissioner Christine Moore have all joined us, but we certainly know that we have the support of the entire Board of County Commission. For the last 96 years, Orange County has been home to Great Oaks Village, one of the most historic residential foster group homes for children and young adults in the state of Florida. Young people come to Great Oaks Village for many different reasons, but they share one thing in common. Circumstances beyond their control led them to need a place of safety and protection outside of their family and home. As a former Orange County Sheriff and as a former Orlando Police Chief, I've witnessed firsthand the need for a safe place for our most vulnerable residents. And I cannot imagine what would happen to these children if it was not for the important work being done here at Great Oaks Village, which is literally saving and changing the lives of nearly 250 children who walk through its doors each year. We have an amazing team here at Great Oaks Village who keep watch over the children and young adults of the village in an amazing way. Dr. Salem, who has been with the program for 18 years, is a tremendous leader. I know that Dr. Salem and her team believe strongly that each and every child deserves the care, kindness, compassion, and attention they would give their own children. Orange County government applauds and appreciates what Dr. Salem and her team do on a daily basis, which is why every year Orange County employees raise money for Great Oaks Village through our annual holiday kickoff program. It has been my privilege to participate in this program over the last several years. What some of you and other employees may not know is that this annual fundraiser helps these children pay for things that other kids with permanent homes probably take for granted. Everything from birthday gifts, field trip money, to yearbooks, to class rings, to a prom ticket. These are the little extra things that mean a whole lot and are made possible through the generous support and donations by you and our other county employees. Last year, during the fiscal year 1920 campaign, Orange County employees donated $39,635, which includes in-kind contributions from community partners. In addition, the community donated $44,577, making a grand total of $84,212 that was raised. These much-needed funds have helped Great Oaks Village continue to provide children with unconditional love and support and an environment in which they can thrive and grow. This year, both as a community and as county employees, we once again have an opportunity to help these young people realize and achieve their greatest potential by equipping them with the tools, skills, and knowledge needed to overcome challenges and fulfill their dreams. The holidays can be particularly difficult for these children because Great Oaks Village always takes extra care to ensure the holidays are filled with fun activities and crossed off with wish lists. The added support of Orange County personnel and the community at large cannot be overstated, as it helps brighten not only the holidays, but helps spread joy throughout the year. While the staff at Great Oaks Village cannot change what brought these young people there, their goal is to help them find their way and establish new goals, new routes. Our support in this endeavor further shows these children how incredibly valued and important they are to the Orange County family. This message, that they are worth it, is incredibly powerful. So let's do our part this year to ensure these young people are provided with the environment, encouragement, and tools they need to succeed in life. Thank you for being here today and for your vital support. Now it is my pleasure to introduce our County Administrator, Mr. Byron Brooks, a true advocate for Great Oaks Village. Byron, you're welcome.
Thank you, Mayor Demings. We appreciate your insightful and inspiring words. It is my pleasure to be here with you today for the Great Oaks Village annual holiday kickoff. It is a privilege to say a few words about this annual holiday fundraiser and provide specific fundraising numbers from each of our county departments. First, I must certainly recognize Dr. Salem and this tremendous, talented, and dedicated staff at Great Oaks Village. I've had the privilege of working with Dr. Salem and the team, and I can say unequivocally that what they do for the children and young adults is truly amazing. As the mayor said, Great Oaks Village is literally saving and changing lives. And I am very thankful to be part of the Holiday Kickoff campaign, which represents how a community can come together for a worthwhile cause. Orange County employees continue to do their part to support Great Oaks Village. And I want to take this opportunity to thank each and every employee for your generosity, for your kindness, and your thoughtfulness. In fact, as some of you may know, we have employees who currently work with Orange County who stayed at Great Oaks Village. It is a true testament to the success and positive impact Great Oaks Village has in our community and on the lives of those they touch. Now, let me provide a few fundraising numbers from last year's campaign as it relates to our county departments. Last year, during the 2019-2020 campaign, the top department in terms of giving was Public Works Department. They raised $17,200 for Great Oaks Village. Next, we have the Utilities Department. They raised $10,911. Corrections Department raised $3,990. Administrative Services raised $1,524. Planning Environmental Development Services raised $1,311. Fire Rescue raised $1,010. And all contributed and made a great showing towards the needs, meeting needs here. And as the mayor noted, all total, Orange County employees donated $39,635, including in-kind contributions from community partners to the 2019-20 Great Oaks Village Holiday Campaign Kickoff. These are impressive numbers, but I want to encourage each of our team members and each department to raise even more during the 2020-2021 campaign. We have been given an incredible opportunity, say a blessing, if you will, to assist Great Oaks Village help these young people overcome their challenges and achieve happiness and success in their lives. Every dollar makes a difference, so let's continue to give out of the goodness of our hearts and our ingrained sense of community. These amazing children and young adults deserve nothing less. I thank you for being here and certainly thank you for your support. Now it is my pleasure to introduce Warren Kenner, past chair of the Children and Family Services Board, the 13-year member of the board, which is incredible service to this organization and to our community. Mr. Kenner.
Thank you so much for those very kind words. You know, one thing when you come onto the Great Oaks Village campus, you cannot help but notice are the beautiful oak trees that surround the campus. The average height out there is 65 feet. But as I was walking up this morning, you see these everywhere. The acorns that are laying throughout on the pavement, on the ground. Inside this shell possesses the potential for a 65-foot tree that no storm can weather, no storm can take down. But yet, you look at the oak, and the acorn, and you can't see anything in it. When the kids come to Great Oaks Village, they're an acorn. Now, oak trees, in order for this to be able to become an oak tree, needs to be planted. It needs to be watered, needs to be fertilized. The first year, an oak tree will grow 1 foot. First 5 years, an oak tree will grow 5 feet. For the first 15 years, an oak tree will grow 1 foot per year. Reason for that is because what we're not seeing is underneath the ground. What we're not seeing are the roots that are being planted, the roots that are going out. As this is growing up, it's taking the winds left and to the right, and it's strengthening itself with the roots that are bearing deep into the ground to allow a 65-foot structure to remain straight and not weather a storm. However, if this acorn is left on the pavement, it will do nothing. It'll deteriorate. Chances are good it may get run over by a car, it may get put up in a street sweeper. We never know. Great Oaks Village is what allows children to come and grow and see their true potential of what's within them. Without Great Oaks Village, there's no chance. Great Oaks Village provides the nutrients, the water, and the love that is needed in order for it to grow. One example I'd like to give is to talk about a young lady who came to Great Oaks Village at the age of 17. If you're like me, at 17, I knew it all. I thought so. She came with more baggage than any of us could ever imagine. However, she didn't even know she had that baggage because that's the trauma and the life she grew up in. The only consistencies in her life were inconsistencies. So when she came here and suddenly was receiving 3 meals a day, receiving love, receiving care, she did not know how to react. So she tightened up. Throughout the cottage that she was placed in, there were several triggers inside that cottage that caused her to react, which unfortunately was very negative and allowed her to draw back. Most parents and most people would have seen that as the defiant child. What Great Oaks Village saw was a troubled child. So they got therapy in there immediately to help this child. The therapy that you help pay for with your donations. She worked with a therapist and they identified what it was inside that cottage that caused her to have these reactions. So they placed her in another cottage which was the best move they could ever make. Those triggers were not there, and she was able to grow, and she was able to open up, and she was able to start doing a little better. Well, then spring came. Unfortunately, we all know that COVID came, and suddenly that inconsistency came back into her life. She no longer was going to school. She no longer was at school. She was doing it virtually. She needed that structure. She needed the ability to be inside of a classroom, to be with a teacher. She no longer had that. Great Oaks Village noticed that. They not only got her a mentor, they got her a former teacher mentor that sat with her, that worked with her, that helped her. So once again, she started to open back up. She allowed herself to receive it in. I'm more proud to say that in August, she received her high school diploma with honors. She not only defied what everyone else was saying, she beat it. During her summer, she did an internship with the Dream City that allowed her to see what was out there. They were so impressed with her, they gave her a job. So she's now working full time. I'm more pleased to say that in January 2021, she will be attending the Orange Technical College to become a dental assistant. But that's not all. Once she conquers that, her goal is to become a dentist. And I'm confident that based on what she has been given and the love and the nurturing she's been given on this campus, that will happen. But none of that would be possible without your donations. As they stated, I've had the pleasure of being around for 13 years. And over those 13 years, there's been a lot happen. We could go back and talk about all the negativities that's happened within this world. But one thing has never wavered. And that is the generosity of this county. That is the generosity of you, the employees of Orange County. It has been consistent every single year. Ultimately, you all have had trials and tribulations. You all have had things happen within your own family, but you still found the means to give. And that speaks volumes about where we live. You know, they say people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. I can tell you for the past 13 years, there's no other place in this county that cares more for these children than Great Oaks Village. So I simply want to end by saying thank you for what you have done this far. It has absolutely meant the world to these kids. Would not be possible without you. But most importantly, thank you in advance for what we're going to do this year. Thank you.
Thank you, Warren. I would just like to end with thanking everyone for their time. Thank you, Mayor Demings. Thank you, Mr. Brooks. Thank you, our Community Family Services Board. And thank you, Orange County, for always supporting and staying dedicated to the kids of Great Oaks Village. Thank you.